Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, and a Rocky Mountain high. Folsom Field, one of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody. The Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Colorado's offense is up first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 1st and goal, handoff. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the Sock were able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The ball is caught. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
It's an out route, the catch made. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The key on the third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time. Give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
It's a bullet, but incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They slow the game down with a long, winding drive. Here's a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, he doesn't hang on off the deflection then. He's going to bring up the third down play. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Running it back, it's strong. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And the Buffalo starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They stop him, but it's a first down. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone score.
Might have to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. There's pickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground. And you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They'll run it to the right side. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Look, I realize when any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Short completion, a third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. And the Buffaloes will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Buffaloes have first and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice second and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants,
and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Can you say methodical? A marathon march crew just pounding away, wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
He'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Breaking free at the 35. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's caught downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him again. And ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. The clock is still running on the hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man.
It's blocked. They scoop it up. And midfield. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder.
And the Buffaloes will kick this deep to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The First play of the drive now from the 25. We get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Third down, this offense will really use a conversion here to have multiple scores. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Harper. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it from there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Who's going to take off here? They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. Just ran away from the defense.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person. You saw in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll feed the back again. Breaks loose at the 45. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tailback with another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Buffaloes are going to keep this drive rolling. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know the toss play began with the guy taking the snap. He turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want.
Touchdown, Colorado. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They couldn't flip the field. They'll down it just outside their own 40. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Defense is coming after him. Over the middle, it's Monkfield. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. The Buffaloes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. It's an option look. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, look at the throw for it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still... This one's a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position. They were dialed in and pounced on the football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And this pass is on target. Caught. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
The pass rush closing in. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit inside through that time. And now third down coming up. Now from the pistol formation. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Second down after that previous play. Here the wideout goes in motion. And they'll run the jet sweep trying to get to the edge. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. We were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he finds his tight end for the catch. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looks at the sideline, and it's complete, barely inbounds. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Looking to throw yet again. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. A completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Offense operating from the pistol. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here comes a handoff. Finding space at the 20. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line with 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Smith. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if we'll give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Fights through the tackle. The ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock. The punt team making their way on the field. And he boots it high into the air. This one will be fair caught. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. To throw, it's Smith. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Defense makes the stop, but that's a big gain. This offense putting on a show right to the final play. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence.